What if just 3 minutes each morning could be the difference between pain and freedom for the rest of your life? Millions wake up dreading the first step out of bed, the stiffness, the ache, the silent cry behind every motion. But what if relief didn't come from a pill, but from something far more natural and powerful? In this video, I'll reveal a science-backed 3-minute morning routine that could change your life, starting tomorrow morning. Before we go further, pause for a second. If you're tired of being at war with your own body, tired of feeling like arthritis has stolen your joy, then this channel is for you. Every video here is a small piece of hope, a voice that says, you are not alone and healing is possible. If that's what you need, hit subscribe. Not for me, but for you. For the life you still deserve to live. Begin your day by sitting up in bed. That alone may sound small, but for someone who's battled arthritis, someone who's lived through mornings where simply lifting the covers felt like a war cry, it's not small at all. It's a victory, a declaration. You're still here, you're still trying, and that matters more than the world will ever understand. Now, close your eyes, gently. Don't force them shut as if you're escaping reality. Let them fall like soft curtains, like night giving way to morning light. Inhale slowly through your nose. Count it. 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel the air. Let it enter you not just as oxygen, but as intention. This breath, this simple life-giving act, is your reminder that you are still alive, still able to start again. Now hold. 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where power is born. The pause between the inhale and the exhale is where your body and mind meet. In this stillness, something sacred happens. The chaos quiets. The inflammation, both physical and emotional, begins to settle. Your nervous system, which spent the night anticipating pain, danger, survival, starts to remember peace. Now, release. Exhale slowly through your mouth. 6 full seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6. Let it go. The tension, the pain, the thoughts that say, this is too much, or you'll never get better. Let every word you've absorbed from a world that doesn't understand chronic pain leave your body like smoke leaving a fire that no longer serves you. And then, do it again. 5 times in total. Inhale, hold, exhale. Each cycle is more than breath. It is a recalibration. You're not just bringing air into your lungs, you're sending a signal to every joint, every muscle, every synapse that's been screaming through the night. You're telling them, you are safe, you are supported. Because here's the truth. Your body listens. Always. And for too long, it's only heard the sound of survival. It's only responded to stress, to fear, to trauma, to the unspoken belief that pain is permanent and healing is unreachable. But this is your chance to change the soundtrack. Cortisol, the hormone of fight, flight, and freeze, is no longer needed here. And with every slow exhale, its levels begin to drop. Your immune system, often confused and overactive in autoimmune conditions like arthritis, begins to understand that it doesn't need to attack. It can rest, it can repair. There's something profoundly spiritual in this practice. It's not just biology, it's grace. It's the grace of choosing yourself when no one else knows how much strength it takes just to sit up. It's the grace of believing that small things, like conscious breathing, can create big shifts. It's the grace of taking back the first moments of your day from pain's control. You see, most people don't realize that the very first few minutes of your morning are the most powerful window for neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. In those early moments, your subconscious mind is open, suggestible, ready to be programmed, and what you do in that window matters. Most people open their eyes and feed their mind a buffet of stress, scrolling, worrying, bracing for the next bad thing, but not you, not today. You've chosen to breathe. You've chosen to teach your nervous system a new truth. That pain is not the enemy. It's a messenger. And you are now listening not with fear, but with love. You're giving your body the one thing it's been craving more than medication, more than distraction, more than even food: safety. And when the body feels safe, it can heal. Let's go deeper. Science tells us that the vagus nerve, a long nerve that connects your brain to major organs, is directly stimulated by deep, slow breathing. Activating this nerve triggers your parasympathetic system, the rest and digest mode. It tells your heart to slow down, your muscles to release, your mind to soften. In people with chronic illness, the vagus nerve is often underactive. But with just this daily practice, you are strengthening it. You are literally rewiring your ability to regulate pain. Imagine that. With every slow breath, you are becoming more resilient, more grounded, more free. It's okay if you don't feel that right away. Healing isn't instant. It isn't glamorous. Sometimes it's invisible. But rest assured, your body is listening, even when you can't yet see the results. Like seeds planted underground, something beautiful is already growing. This breathing practice is not about fixing you. You're not broken. It's about reconnecting you to the truth underneath the pain. The truth that your body is intelligent, that your breath is medicine, that within you is a well of strength deeper than the deepest diagnosis. The world may never applaud you for doing this. There are no awards for people who breathe through pain. No headlines that scream, "Today she chose not to give up." But I see you, and I want you to hear me when I say, this work matters. These moments matter. You matter. Maybe you've spent years trying everything: pills, creams, surgeries. Maybe you've stood in pharmacy lines praying anything would work. And yet here you are, circling back to something ancient, something sacred, the breath, the gift that was always within you. This isn't just a routine, it's a revolution. Because when you change how you start your day, you change the way you live your life. You no longer react to pain, you respond to it. You no longer fear movement, you reclaim it. You no longer say, "I can't." You say, "I'll try." There will be days this feels pointless, days your joints scream louder than your hope. On those days, return to your breath. It is the doorway, the lifeline, the bridge between your present pain and your future healing. If all you do today is this, 5 deep, intentional breaths, that's enough. That's progress. That's healing. Because healing isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it's as quiet as an inhale in the dark. And if you're still here, still listening, you've already begun. You've already said yes to yourself. You've already taken the hardest step, choosing to believe in the possibility of better. So tomorrow morning when you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Don't brace for the pain, just sit. Breathe. Let your body know that it is no longer at war. That you've chosen peace. That the first 60 seconds of your day belong to healing, to hope, to you. And when the pain comes again, and yes it might, don't let it steal your breath. Take it back. One inhale at a time. You are not powerless. You are not broken. You are not defined by diagnosis. You are becoming. Breathe and begin again. While still seated, you begin, slowly, without pressure, without performance. You start with your wrists, gentle circles, like you're sketching hope into the air. One direction, and then the other. It's not a stretch. It's not a workout, it's a conversation. One that starts with, "I'm here for you," and continues with, "Let's move." Not to fight pain, but to make peace with it. You move on to your shoulders, rolling them backward, forward, upward, downward. Tiny arcs, like waves reminding the ocean that it's still alive. You are not doing these movements to impress anyone. You are doing them to remember who you are. Someone whose body still responds, still speaks, still listens. For so long, you may have felt like a prisoner in your own body, but this morning, you become a partner to it. Your toes flex and point, ankles circle, not fast, not forced, but fluid. Like the quiet flow of a stream in spring, melting what was frozen. It doesn't matter if the movements are small, stiff, awkward. The point is not perfection. The point is presence. Because what you're really doing in this moment is returning home. You're inviting synovial fluid, the body's natural joint lubricant, to awaken. You're gently telling your body, "I know you've been still, and I know that stillness can feel like safety, but today we move. Not out of punishment, not out of pressure, but out of purpose. We move because stillness isn't always safety. Sometimes it's surrender. And I'm not ready to surrender today." Science tells us that these micro-movements spark major change. Each subtle roll and rotation stimulates your nervous system, tells your muscles it's okay to warm up, and sends a signal to your brain. We're safe. We're healing. Let's go together. For people without arthritis, these motions might seem insignificant. They might even overlook them, brushing off what they don't understand. But for you, for someone who wakes up feeling like their joints are rusted shut, this is courage in motion. This is bravery in 60 seconds. This is you showing up for yourself in a world that rarely sees your invisible battle. Pain has a way of stealing the little things. The quick pivot out of bed, the joyful hop to the kitchen, the spontaneous walk just to feel the sun. But these small, deliberate movements, they are your way of reclaiming those things. One joint at a time, one morning at a time. Maybe your wrists crack as they circle. Maybe your ankles feel stiff. Maybe your shoulders carry the weight of decades, of trauma, of tension, of just trying to keep going. That's okay. Let the cracks be music. Let the stiffness be a reminder that you're still alive. Let every ache be a sign that your body still wants to dance, even if the rhythm has changed. And as you move, speak to yourself. Not out loud, but in spirit. Whisper the words you wish someone had told you when you were first diagnosed. You are not broken. You are becoming. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new one. If you need to rest, rest. If the motion feels like too much, pause. But remember, your breath is still here. The breath you practiced just moments ago, in stillness, and it follows you into movement. It anchors you, supports you, reminds you that movement doesn't have to be big to be meaningful. That healing doesn't shout. It whispers. This moment, this minute. It's not about burning calories or breaking a sweat. It's about breaking a belief. The belief that you can't. The belief that your body is a burden. The belief that pain means you're weak. You are not weak. You are wise. You are listening now in a way the world rarely teaches. Every gentle joint activation is a handshake with your own resilience. Every toe point is a prayer. Every shoulder roll is an unwinding of the fear that has lived inside your muscles for far too long. You see, when we experience long-term pain, the body adapts by shrinking. Not just physically, but emotionally. We hunch, we hold back, we close in. It's a survival instinct, a way of protecting ourselves from the world. But what starts as protection can become a prison, and this practice is the key to unlocking that. Your cells remember everything: the trauma, the stillness, the messages of "don't move, it'll hurt." And yet here you are whispering a new message. It's safe now. You can expand again. There's nothing passive about what you're doing. You're rewriting neurological patterns. You're engaging neuroplasticity. You're reshaping the brain's map of your body. Movements this small aren't meaningless. They're monumental. And here's the beautiful truth. Over time, these movements will become easier, not because the pain will vanish overnight, but because the body will begin to trust again. It will remember that movement can be medicine, that not all motion leads to suffering, that within your own range, however small, you are free. Don't rush, don't compare, don't judge. You are not here to compete. You are here to connect with yourself, with your breath, with your strength. Let every circle, every flex, every point be an act of devotion, an offering to your future self, a promise that you will not abandon them. Maybe you used to dance. Maybe you used to run. Maybe you used to move without even thinking. And maybe those days feel far away now. But this moment, this minute, this simple seated movement is proof that you still can, that you're still capable of joy and motion, even if the shape of that joy looks different now. Do you feel that? The warmth, the tingling, the subtle release in the tension? That's not coincidence. That's alchemy. That's your nervous system saying thank you. That's your joints responding to love. Not force, not fear, but gentle love. The world teaches us that healing must be dramatic, that it must come in the form of miracle pills or extreme effort. But here, you're learning the quiet rebellion of small things done with great intention. You're learning that the body doesn't always need to be pushed. It often just needs to be invited. So invite yourself back into your body, back into presence, back into power. You are not lazy. You are not exaggerating. You are not giving up. You are starting again, and that takes a level of courage most will never understand. As you finish this 1 minute of movement, let your hands fall to your lap. Let your feet rest gently on the floor. Feel your spine alive, engaged, upright. You've just shifted your chemistry. You've just lit the spark of circulation, of lubrication, of vitality. You've said to your joints, we are moving today and we're doing it together. And they heard you. You may not feel it immediately. You may not wake up tomorrow pain-free. But know this, healing is not about returning to who you were. It's about becoming who you're meant to be, with more compassion, more wisdom, more gentleness than ever before. Let today be the day you stop demanding your body look or move like someone else's. Let today be the day you choose reverence over resentment. Let today be the day you move not to punish but to praise. These movements are sacred. This breath is sacred. And you are sacred. You deserve a body that feels safe, a life that feels spacious, a morning that doesn't begin in dread. You've taken one step today, and that's enough. Let's meet ourselves again tomorrow. Same time, same breath, same love. You have arrived at the final 60 seconds of your morning healing ritual. It may seem brief, a single minute in the vast landscape of your day, but don't be misled by its brevity. These last 60 seconds hold immense power. Power to soften pain, to signal safety, and to restore a sense of hope that often gets buried beneath the weight of chronic discomfort. You reach for a warm compress. It might be a microwavable heat pad, a towel soaked in warm water, or even a heating pad that you keep near your bed. There is something almost ceremonial in this act. You're not just applying heat. You are choosing comfort. You are choosing connection. You are saying to your body, in a language older than words, I care. I'm here. I haven't given up on you. As the heat touches your skin, your body begins to receive the message. Slowly, gently, that warmth penetrates the surface and seeps into your joints, your tendons, your muscles. It isn't loud, it doesn't shout, but it speaks with authority. It says, relax. You are safe now. We're not rushing, we're not bracing, we are allowing. This is where healing begins. Modern science confirms what ancient traditions have always known. Heat therapy reduces inflammation, increases circulation, and encourages the release of endorphins, your body's natural painkillers. But there's more happening here than biology. This is not just chemistry, this is ceremony, and the warmth is only one part of it. Now you speak. Every day I grow stronger. Every day my body remembers how to heal. These aren't just words. They are instructions. They are keys. They are the code that unlocks dormant pathways in your mind and body. Neuroscientists now understand that what you say with intention alters neural connections. The brain listens. The cells obey. Belief is not wishful thinking. Belief is biology in motion. So speak it again, slower this time, with more presence. Every day I grow stronger. Every day my body remembers how to heal. Let that truth land in the places where pain has been squatting like an unwanted tenant. Let it move through the tendons that tighten when you move. Let it soak into the joints that throb before a storm. Let it comfort the places that feel abandoned by ease. Your body isn't broken. It's bruised. It's trying. It's constantly attempting to protect you, even when that protection feels like pain. But now you are meeting that effort with compassion. You're not fighting the pain. You're meeting it. You're not silencing your body. You're listening to it. And in that listening, something sacred happens. Trust. Trust is the foundation of healing. When your body trusts that you won't punish it for being in pain, it starts to release its defenses. The muscles let go. The breath flows deeper. The nervous system shifts out of fight or flight and into rest and digest. And in that state, healing isn't just possible, it's inevitable. Let the heat continue to do its work. Let the stillness speak to you. Notice the details. How the warmth spreads, how the pain changes, how your heartbeat feels just a bit steadier. This isn't distraction. This is embodiment. This is being in your body with love instead of judgment. And as you sit with this sensation, let your mind drift into memory. Recall a time when you felt strong. It could be recent or distant. A moment when your body surprised you with its resilience. Maybe you climbed a hill. Maybe you danced without pain. Maybe you held someone you love without fear of flaring up. Remember that moment. Let it rise in your mind. Let it remind you that strength still lives in you, and then say it again. Every day I grow stronger. Every day my body remembers how to heal, because your body isn't just a machine. It's a memory bank. It stores every injury, every stressor, but also every triumph. Every step you've taken despite the pain. Every morning you've shown up despite the ache. Every gentle movement you've made in service of healing. This body of yours remembers, and every time you choose warmth over worry, compassion over criticism, presence over panic, you rewrite the story in your tissues. This minute is about more than pain relief. It's about identity. It's about reclaiming the belief that you are not helpless, that you are not broken, that you are not less than because you hurt. You are more. More compassionate, more aware, more resilient, more alive. And yes, healing takes time. It doesn't always move in a straight line. There are good days and hard days. There are moments when you feel unstoppable and moments when you feel like you can't get out of bed. That's okay. Healing is not a race, it's a relationship. And in this final 60 seconds, you are building trust in that relationship. One breath, one word, one warm touch at a time. So let the heat remind you you are safe. Let the words remind you you are healing. Let the stillness remind you you are whole. And when this minute ends, carry it with you. Let it inform the way you move, the way you speak to yourself, the way you show up for others. Let it become a thread you weave into your day, so that even when the pain returns, you remember. You are not alone, you are not stuck. You are on a journey. And every single day you are growing stronger. Every single day your body remembers how to heal. This is the power of the final 60 seconds. Not in how long it lasts, but in how deeply it transforms. Not in what you do, but in how you do it. With presence, with care, with belief. Because the truth is, healing doesn't start in the hospital. It doesn't start with a prescription. It doesn't even start with a diagnosis. It starts here, with a warm compress, with a breath, with a choice, with you. You are not your pain. You are not your diagnosis. You are the story rising beyond it. Don't wait for the world to fix you. You have the power to begin that healing every morning, and it starts in just 3 minutes. If this moved you, inspired you, or made you believe again, leave a comment. I read every single one. And remember, healing isn't a miracle, it's a decision.